Okay, so these are some of the polymer clay crafts that I have been working on for the past 2 weeks. And let me get started on some of the pieces that I made last week. So let me just get those here. Which one else was it? Okay, so it was this one, and this one, and also these Pikachu's. Okay, so alright, so that's all of that I made last week. Of course, I made more of these. If you follow my Instagram, you would have seen like the army of mini Pikachu's that I made. So here is the finished product of that. It's on a wooden, I guess you can call it a plaque of some sort, and I painted it red. I glossed it essentially with 5 coats of gloss, and it's glitterized too. But here are the mini Pikachu's that I set on it. It's going to be attached onto a keychain such as this, but you could repurpose it to make it a long necklace if you want, but I am just including this as a keychain, and it's set on a metal bail right here. So that's that. Okay, and the next item that I made were these Mario Pikachus that I made from some of the leftover yellow clay that I had left from making the heart-shaped keychain. So that's that. Here's some of the details on that, if it will focus. Okay. And these, now, I've been wanting to make something like this for the past few years, and I love fairy tale characters. I love I think it's Cameo series, where they have fairy tale characters like the Little Mermaid, Tinkerbell, Little Red Riding Hood, and all of that. So this was the series that inspired it. Here's some memo pads that I have, and I love this series. I think that the character design is so cute, and it's just like a mini memo sheet right there. So some of the pendants that I made were inspired by this series. So let me go ahead and show you some of the details. So here is a mermaid piece that I made. Here's a little fish. There you go. And I included some pearls on the side. I thought it would give it a nice touch. Here's some waves. And there's a little flower in her hair, and I included this beaded attachment with a lobster clasp, so you could either use it, well, you could attach it to a zipper pull, or as a keychain, or as on a cell phone strap. And here are 2 pieces that I made of Little Red Riding Hood. So here is one that is just her silhouette, and I glossed it. I'm pretty sure I put like 5 coats of gloss on this, so it's really smooth. Very nice finish. I really like the flower details that I was managed to include on this. And here are a full-bodied Little Red Riding Hood with a bunny friend with her, and she's waving. And here are some flower details that I included on the top, and vines on the bottom. And yeah, some of these pieces do include some nice glitter details as a background that I had layered on after before I baked it. So that's that. Okay, and those were the pieces that I made last week. So this week I was able to finish a few more pieces because I thought, well, it was so fun to make, and I thought I would also make, besides some fairy tale characters, some Halloween themed keychains as well. So let's get started on that and focus. Okay, it's focused. So here are some Halloween pieces that I made. And with this clay, it was already, I forgot which brand of clay it was. I think it was Sculpey night clay that they had dark gold glitter that was mixed into the clay, so it gives it a really nice night, like as if it's at night, taking place at night look. So here is a little witch, and she has a lavender dress and hat, brown hair, and I include some rhinestones, and she has a little ghost friend. And why won't it focus? It's not focusing. Okay, finally, there. Okay. So that's my little witch and her ghost friend. And I enjoyed making the little ghost so much that I made this piece. So it's like a Mr. and Mrs. Ghost. Same background, same kind of clay, that it's gold, has gold glitter in it. The little Mr. Ghost has a bow tie. Little Miss Ghost here has a little bow in her, well, not hair, but on her head. Also again with the rhinestones, and the center right here is it may not show very well, but it's a heart-shaped rhinestone that I got from Daiso, and these rhinestones up here I got it at Michael's. And so these two pieces, to continue on earlier, the fairy tale characters, I wanted to make Cinderella and Alice from Alice in Wonderland. So here is Cinderella, and I really liked how she came out. At first I had the dress a little bit shorter, and she had 2 little feet, but I just thought that it didn't look right, and her ball gown was a lot longer than that. So I took off that skirt, put in a new piece, and I really liked how it ended up looking. It looks a lot more like Cinderella. And here I made a little her glass slipper, one of her mouse friends, and some nice details right here, a pearl and rhinestone. And here is Alice and the White Rabbit, and I included some Polymer Clay roses, red and white roses, and some more rhinestones right here. I also liked how she looked, and I really like this effect from the translucent clay that looks like you can almost see through the blue. So I really like that effect. Okay, and also I really enjoyed this black with this night sky kind of clay, so I made these little bunnies. I don't know what to call them just yet, but maybe night bunnies? Moon bunnies? I don't know. But I made several of them. So they have blue accents, a mouth, and eyes made out of blue clay, little moon crescent on their forehead. They have little arms, no legs, and a tail. And I really liked how it came out. It's super shiny with the gloss, and I just thought it was so pretty. So it's a little bit on the smaller end in terms of charms. So I made several of those. And the last piece was actually something that I had not finished for several years. I made it several years ago unfinished, so I finished it today. And let me see if I can open it. Well, let me show it to you right here while it's still in its container. That it is a My Little Totoro terrarium in a clear bucket. Plastic bucket. So I included in this figurine a log, some mushrooms. So there's like 4 mushrooms in there, some acorns, and here's this little, I would want to call it maybe a little satchel that they had included in the cartoon of acorns that was wrapped in a leaf and tied with some weeds, I think. So that was, I thought that was really cute, so I made one of that. And I included all 3 Totoros in it. So there's the gray one, the blue one, and the white one, and those you can actually take them out. I glued down these accent pieces because I didn't want them to move around. If you lose them, then yeah, good luck trying to find them. So I thought it would just be safer just to glue them onto the base of the trinium. But the figures for the Totoros are actually movable. So let me go ahead and open that up, and let me find something that I can actually use to open it up with. There we go. So let me go ahead and show you those details right here. So it's a really basic shape of Totoro, and he has a little leaf on his head. And here is the blue one with a little bean sprout and the tiny one. So you can let it free and roam around outside of its terrarium every once in a while. But they're also glossed as well. It's nice and shiny. So let me go ahead and put them back in their box or their terrarium. Back to their little homes. So that's that. That will also be available on my Etsy shop as well. Okay guys, so that wraps up my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you guys want to follow me on Instagram for seeing some work in progress and things that I'm currently working on, please do so. I will just leave some information down in the description box below, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye!